Hello everyone, this is Moose Duck here. It's been a while since I had posted another video up. Uh, the last video I had basically I was speaking about my views on Orange County and also my trip to see the Anaheim Ducks. So far, we have approached the 20 game mark in this season so far. I just want to say a few things in regards to this team and make a little bit of a comparison between the Ducks, who were at 20 games last year, compared to this year. Last year, the Ducks were 8-9-3, 19 points after 20 games. Now that was a bit of a kind of a so-so effect over there. It was none of us could expect this team to be where they were last year. But then again, keep in mind, the injuries were a huge factor in the Ducks struggling throughout the season. And including the fact that you have a old school coach who was too stubborn enough to refuse to change one way or another. In those 20 games, the Ducks scored 41 goals. In those 41 goals, it's another reminder that the scoring and offense is much needed for this team. And let's forget that the injuries also played a part too as well. This year, our Ducks have improved a slight bit. And when I mean slight a bit, I mean they are now at 9-9-2 after 20 games with 20 points. And they have scored 53 goals for. Now, I just want to say a few words today. Our team is not a joke. Our team is not a playoff contender. They're not a bottom dweller. This team is in a period of what I call rebuilding and rejuvenation. What I mean by that is when you have so many young guns on this team who are honing their skills, paying their dues, learning to what it means to persevere over any obstacles. Now, what I mean by persevering over any obstacles is the honest fact that there will be mistakes. There will be some setbacks. Over the 7 games at home, there were some setbacks. There were some times when the Ducks had lead, which at the end of the game collapsed when they lost in either an OT, which they should have at least won, or held on to that lead. Many examples, including the one in Detroit. I mean, I have to be honest with you. Even though I rather have the Ducks have at least a point against the battle against our sworn enemies, I would rather have them have at least a win and 2 points. But like most of you, I am deeply frustrated. Frustrated at the Ducks' lack of scoring, but not only that, but the lack of defense at depth. Now, there is no way John Gibson could, or Ryan Miller can stand on their head and try to do whatever they can to steal the game. Now, relying on the goalie, in my own personal opinion, is basically too much. I mean, one guy could literally hold his own if the defense is like show no willingness to literally basically hold the line and support their goalie. I mean, I wondered how Ducks legend John Sebastian Giguère dealt with this kind of stuff, or the original Mighty Ducks goalie Guy Pierre had to deal with this. But all in all, if you look at it at 20 games, there's a lot of work that needs to be done to improve. And even though, as I checked the stats earlier today, it shows the Ducks are at second in the power play on the NHL website, but the penalty killing is at 18th place. So, to be honest with you, as much as we want this team to have a strong 7-game homestand, it comes down to two things. It comes down to the collective will of this team, which means that every single person has contributed, no matter if you're on the first line, the fourth line, down to the goalies. And ensuring that the system gets engraved in the minds of these players. I mean, we're going to have to face the honest fact that within a few years, Getzlaf will retire. He won't be around this much longer. I'm not saying this as a doom and gloom, but when the future is there, the future is there, and we're seeing it right now. When all these kids, from Max Jones, Sam Steele, to Jacob Larson, you name it. Now, to any of you guys out there who feel negative, who feel like this team is a lost cause, please, don't give up on the season. Okay? Enjoy the season. Whether we win, whether we lose, what it all comes down to is that we see this team go through a process of revitalization, rejuvenation, and a rebuild and a restoration of honor to the Ducks brand. Now, I know all of you in Orange County will want to see this team win. I do too. Till then, I'll see you later.